All right, we're gonna hit my favorite 3-hole stretch here at Shadow Ridge on the front 9, 7, 8, and 9. We got a par 5. I've teed it up a little higher. That means this much higher, just slightly. That's gonna get it up in the air. The wind is already going to the dog leg that's to the right. So I'm just gonna hit a relatively straight shot, let the wind do the work, and get myself down there with an opportunity to get an eagle shot at the green. As you can see, I went a little bit left. So now I am not really gonna have a chance to go for eagle. I got this big tree in front of me I can try to go over, but I'm on a downhill. To me, it makes a lot more sense to just hit my forehand and bunt it under the tree and let it roll up and try to get to about 100 yards out. So I'm gonna play with the hill, back in my stance, choke way down, just hit like a little pitch shot. But because I don't have any loft on this, it's gonna go very low. Fall back in my stance, pitch, and point. Take it. You notice I was pointing, and that's where the ball went. Wherever your body faces and you point the club, that's generally where the ball's gonna go. All right, looks like I'm 132 out. Pin is tucked left. That's called a sucker pin. Don't go for that pin. There's a big green there. Go for the middle of it. Stay away, because if you can see, there's water left. So I want to avoid that. 132, that's a nice little approach shot for me. Slow down, I'm gonna go for the fat of the green over to the right. Might even roll a little bit more towards the pin. So I'm gonna aim at that chimney just left, some target in the distance, line myself up to it, and let go. There you go. Not the favorite swing of my life, a little thin, but it worked. I'm not gonna hit perfect shots all the time. I'm gonna take my wins as they come. Okay, so just like you, I don't want to hit in the water, so I played it a little safe here, and you can see why. Water cuts in. I mishit it a little bit, so if I came up short and I'm over here, I'm still okay. Now I have a putt. I could have gone for that, but I could also be in the water and get a double bogey. I don't want to do that, so let's go ahead and take what we got. See if we can putt this up really close to the leg putt. Maybe it drops in, but I'm not trying to necessarily worry about making it. I'm just trying to get it close. If it drops, yay. If not, I'm going to be close and tap it in for my ball. I like to flag in. I like that rule, especially for these longer ones. Your odds of making it, hitting the flag, are higher. Kind of goes downhill, then back uphill. So I'm going to play that right to left. And as I look at the hole, I'm looking at the point of entry. Where is this thing going to enter the hole? And then I use my imagination. Some people like to pick a spot. I like to see a line. Oh! So your mind is genius. It knows. We get in the way and try to manipulate, that's when we get in trouble. We trust and let go, that's where golf's gonna be at. Head to the next hole. Making these videos and coaching, and I'm almost talking myself into playing better. I usually play better when I'm on camera, which is weird. Add a little extra focus, and I remind myself of the things I teach my students. Golf's tricky, folks. Hey guys, always a good idea to get your stance and an idea of where you wanna be. It's gotta feel good when you get your feet on the ground. And then place your ball. And go ahead and use a broken tee on a par 3. Save those nice tees. We want it to be floating slightly, but not too much. Generally, the ball's gonna go a little bit farther because you're teeing it up. It's hitting a little bit more in the center of the face. So I got a 6-iron here from about 177. I'm gonna choke down and just get this more controlled shot versus trying to kill it. Pin's in the front, so I'm gonna go past the hole and putt it back. I don't wanna mess with the water in front of the green. Same thing for you guys. Always play more club. Regular golfers just tend to try to hit their best shot ever. Let's clear that water. Give ourselves a chance. Pretty solid, slightly right. Sit. Woo. And you see a little backstop back there. It's starting to roll back a little bit. So that shot's getting a little bit better as we go. I'm gonna definitely take that on this hole. So, do you struggle reading these lag putts? This is a long putt. How do we read that, right? We need to get some perspective. Even when you're driving up to the green, get some perspective on the green as a whole. Feel your feet as you walk past and around. I like to come down here and just walk along it a little bit. Maybe I'll stop here and sort of get a feel, hey, what would this putt feel like? And then you start to get a sense of where it is. Even on this one, you can see that shadow of the flag is actually coming out of the hole. At an angle, I'd probably want to drop that putt in. So it's a little free line that I can use. And of course, I'm just going to mark it. And what I'm trying to do for me is connect the line with this ball in my imagination. Like I'm going to putt it, I can see where this ball is going to hit that line and go right in the hole. We got to get good at these leg putts. Otherwise, you're going to have to try to stuff every shot. And that is not a good way to play your golf, because you're going to get a lot of tough situations. Believe it. A little bit below the hole. Now I can get over here and make a nice little 2-putt, get out of the par. There'll be situations where we can go for it, pins in the middle. We don't have water right next to it. Then we can go right at it. Play there, let's get over the water, let's hit the middle of the green, get our par, at least give a chance at a birdie. If we make one, great. If we don't, we're out of here and we go on to the next hole. All right, so a little slight dog leg left. So make sure I have a little draw on this. Well, lost my balance a little bit, went out to the right. I think I have a shot, but it's going to be a little longer coming in, so we'll go up here and see what we got. Now I've hit Temptation Island. I hit it over here, miss hit my shot. What do I want to do? I could just punch out, but I have a line right to the pin, and I'm pretty confident that I can hit a straight shot at least part of the way. So now I'm going to take a bit of a chance here, because I think even if I go left or right, I'll still have another shot in. You don't want to always take this chance. You're not Phil Mickelson, and neither am I. So don't try to pretend you are. And even Phil Mickelson probably shouldn't be Phil Mickelson sometimes, right? So I'm going to line this up, trust my line, and see if I can hit right down that little pipe I have. If not, that'll be on me, and I'll go find that ball and try it again. So I'm gonna take a calculated risk here. Got my 4-iron, and I'm just trying to literally punch it up there, just like that previous shot. I'm gonna point right where I want that ball to go. Sometimes it's better to be lucky or good. I don't know if you can see that shot, but I missed my spot. It somehow ticked the branch, and I think it's on the green. Now, that was a calculated risk. I sort of knew that I could miss. I thought it's wide open both sides, so even if I do hit the tree, I will have a shot. Sometimes you get lucky and do that, and that's fun. You guys are playing out on the course. Are you worried about your swing mechanics? We're trying to not be worried about those swing mechanics as little as possible. Because if we're thinking about our swing mechanics, we're not letting go. And we want to work on those swing mechanics when we practice, not when we're playing. You want to try to take the swing you have and play it. If you're playing a little bit of a cut shot today, aim left for the right-handed player, right? Go with what's happening instead of trying to refigure it out, because that just leads to trouble over and over and over. Trust it and let go. All right, so we got a little lucky. We somehow went over the green. Must have like took the spin off and just skipped over. Fun little situation. But now I got this situation. What am I gonna do here? It's running away and to the left. I could fly it there, but I don't know if I'm gonna stopping power. It looks like it's downhill. I don't have room or the lie to get a lot of spin necessarily. So I'm just gonna bump it over here and let the gravity take it down to the hole. Now, if this was up a little bit more, I'd even putt this. I'm tempted, but it's just a little too fuzzy up there. It'll be hard to predict how the ball will roll through it. If you can putt, always putt. But if you can't, let's just hit a little chip. I'm gonna play this back in my stance. This is my 58. So I have a little bit of loft. And just pop it right over there. I'm gonna pick my spot, lean down the hill, and just give it a little pop and let gravity do the rest. Come on, gravity. Not bad, but boy, I thought it'd break a lot more than that. But I still got a putt for par. I was kind of hoping this would slide down. It just rolled past a bit. That's fine. I still have an uphill putt, slightly longer than I want, but we got a shot. Now I'm looking at this low side. I want to see how much uphill that is. It's a little uphill. When I was playing at Bandon Dunes one time, the caddy described it as, well, if this was 100%, I should putt this 110%. I just thought that was a great way to do it. Let's say you're a downhill putt, you could be putting it at 80%. And I just thought that was a great way to categorize it in your mind and give your mind a sense of the speed. So I'm going to do 110% on this one to make up for the hill. I think it's going to break slightly right, but we just saw it come downhill and it didn't move too much. Look right into the hole where it's going to enter. Let go and let it go. Oh, didn't quite let that one go, but we'll take our bogey from there, from being in the trees. That was a tough spot, so we can't be too hard on ourselves. We'll live to fight another day. All right, so that was a fun 3-hole challenge. That's something you can do while you play too. You can just break it up into 3 holes and then play each section. Keeps you in the game a little bit more. Just a fun way to do it. But while you're playing, don't expect perfection. Expect that you're gonna do all kinds of different shots and be excited about the fact that this next shot can be the shot that you really come up with a great play. Maybe you hit a bad shot out to the right and then you hit a great recovery shot. You're gonna have a lot of satisfaction out of that. So there's nothing wrong with mishits. Just see how you recover from them. And that is what golf is. How good are you at recovering? You're good at recovering, you're a great golfer. If you like this content, there's gonna be a lot more of it. What we're doing here at this channel is we're gonna show you that golf doesn't have to be so complicated. We can have fun while we play. It doesn't have to be a torture. It should be a game that you have fun doing. So we're gonna make the swing easy to understand and repeatable. We're gonna talk about short game, easy shots, have a couple playables, and just getting out on the course, thinking a little bit, and enjoy the process of being a strategist out here on the course instead of just succumbing and reacting to everything that comes at you like it's a painful thing. Instead, it should be fun. So that's what we're gonna do here. So if you like it, like and share, and spread the word, because we're coming to you, golfers.